welcome to Everyday Sunday. I'm Chastity Harville, the lead usher and singles ministry leader at Liberty Church. Today I'm talking about waiting, especially waiting without being bitter. One thing we all have in common is we're waiting for something. Some of us waiting to get married or to have a baby or to have grandkids, or just for our kids to leave the house. Maybe you're waiting for a new job or for God to advance your business or to show you your purpose or some kind of healing. Isaiah 40:31 says, "But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." So, how do you wait without getting bitter? First of all, you have to be real with God. However, you're feeling in this time, however, you're struggling, you need to be real with Him about where you are so He can help you get to the next place. Um, about a year ago, I came forward for prayer with PK and Kelly. You see, I'm waiting for my future husband. And PK spoke this awesome word over me, saying, "The Holy Spirit said, you've done what God's asked you to do. He said, you've delighted yourself in Him, and He's going to give you the desires of your heart." That was so uplifting and encouraging and awesome. A year ago, okay, a year ago. I wanted to go back to him and be like, did he give you a time frame or say, well, I need a cane and a walker to get down my wedding aisle? And what happens is after that newness and excitement, it starts to wear off. The days turn into weeks, which turn into months, which turn into a year. And that gives time for the enemy to attack your mind and say, well, what are you doing wrong? Why is God mad at you? And why is God not answering your prayers? Um, what's going on? Did God even really say that? Right? So I was feeling hurt by that. I was feeling hurt by those attacks, and I didn't want to complain to God. I didn't want to seem irreverent, so I would bottle it up and I would fight it. And finally, the Lord showed me, okay, enough's enough. He's the only one who can help me. So I start crying out to Him. And I start saying things like, I would never tell my daughters. I'm a parent. And I have daughters. I would never tell them that you've been doing everything I've asked you to do, and I'm going to give you this new car, and then not give it to them and say nothing to them for a year. That's mean and that's cruel. And I'm an imperfect parent, and you're the perfect father and the perfect God. So why aren't you coming through? And then people like to, come up with their scriptures and all, and like, well, a lot of people had to wait for years. Like Hannah, she waited for years to have a baby. Well, then I'm like, well, I don't appreciate Hannah having to wait so long. And it's not being irreverent. It's not being disrespectful to God. It's going to the only one who can help me. He's big enough to handle it, and He already knows how I'm feeling. Don't let the enemy trick you and deceive you into not going to God and thinking that He's the problem, when the truth is He's the only answer. He's the only one who can show me blind spots, who can show me the schemes of the enemy, who can heal my broken heart, and above all, who can comfort me and counsel me during this waiting time. Psalms 34:17 says, "The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles." So don't stop crying out to Him. Don't stop telling Him where you are and how you're feeling. He cares for you. He wants to hear from you. And above all, don't stop trusting God. I'll leave you with this quote from PK, and it's, "I would rather die in faith than live in fear." I want to hear from you. Comment below what you do in the waiting season, what encourages and uplifts you. And you can also share something that you're waiting on, something that we can pray with you and pray for you on. So have an awesome day. We love you guys. And of course, keep shining.